Oh my goodness. Yo, what up? It's Aaron Moses. Gang, wait, hold on for 1 second. This is a reaction to episode 53 of Pop the Balloon or Find Love. Let's get into it, man.
Some noise, lady.
Okay, see. The contestants have been doing pretty well for the past few weeks, couple months, but now they're back on here with this foolishness. We got multiple people dressed in animal skin. We got Blade. We got Miss Lady Blade right here, man. We got somebody who just stepped out of heaven and The Office. We got Coachella's finest. We got the bedroom Barbie. We got Oshun right here. She looks like a human being, and she looks like she's about to go to a gothic tea party. What is this? What's with the outfits, man? They all look like I could see them. But yeah, let's get into it.
Okay. I think I heard barking. All right, ladies.
Yeah,
So we're going to be
that's
bringing out
good.
some single men one by one. When he comes around this corner, if you like what you see, you're liking everything he's saying, all that good stuff, do not pop your balloon. However, if there's anything that he says that you're just
make 'em
really
up.
not a fan of, or, if it's something else, whatever it may be, go ahead and pop your balloon, and I'll go over to you and see why you ended up popping. Are you guys ready? All right. Okay, ladies. Well, with that being said, let's go ahead and bring out our first single guy.
Everybody here is 29, is what they're gonna say.
Hello, welcome in. What's your name?
Jarrett.
Jared. How old are you?
I'm 38.
And what do you do?
38.
So I'm a senior manager for a Fortune 500 company, and I'm also a baker on the side as well.
Okay, and now what are some things you like to do for fun?
So for fun, love hanging out with friends and family. It could be anything from playing spades to being at a cookout to, at a party. Also love working out. Fitness is very important to me. So those are a couple things that are important to me that I like.
Guys, why do they like him so much? Because he has a hood edge. You might be saying to yourself, no, Aaron Moses, it's because he's taller than a woman. It's because he has a nice body. Pause. Because he's handsome. It's the edge, bro. It's the edge. Happens every time.
Having I like doing.
Okay, and now what do you look for in a woman?
Honestly, someone who's beautiful inside and out. Someone who has a beautiful heart and amazing character. You always are looking for somebody who's very attractive, but looks fade in your character is who you are at your core.
Right.
Someone who loves a joke, have fun, loves to be around family. Also somebody who loves to work out. Just like I just said, it's important to me. So just someone who I can create a safe space for.
Okay.
To where I feel appreciated, and to also where she can feel like she's being loved correctly.
All right, now what are some deal breakers?
A woman who lacks emotional intelligence, right? At this big grown age, I'm 38.
Emotional intelligence, bro. I think it's very important. I mean, that really just means that if you're wondering why people say that because if you have emotional intelligence, you have these three things. You have self-awareness, you have self-control, and you have the ability to lead as well as be led. I mean, of course, ideally, if you're a man, the ability to lead, and as a woman, the ability to be led, which is very yin and yang, because you can't be a great leader unless you could be led, and vice versa, right? A master leader is a master student. right? I even had to break this down to one of my loved ones the other day when I told her my definition of a king. And I said my definition of a king was the ultimate servant, the master servant. That's why people keep on saying this whole emotional intelligence thing. It's having self-awareness, being able to regulate your emotions, and having empathy. That's all that means. Those three things.
Been through a fair amount of things, so I just love a woman who's able to communicate how she feels, whether it may be good or bad. Just being able to
No,
communicate.
you don't.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, sounds good. So
Man, love
we
that.
have not got any
Let's
pop
toss it.
balloons yet. So let me hand you a pick.
Let me guess which one. He's gonna pop the one. He's supposed to pop two. The one with, oh, I didn't even know those were cheetah boots or leopard whatever print boots. We got 3 females that have an animal theme. That's nice. So he's either gonna pop the third one from the left with the leopard print dress on. The one on the end, I know he's gonna pop these 2 at least. The one on the end, or the one that has actually, let me choose, just according to his personality. The one with the lingerie looking thing on, and the third one from the left with the leopard print. That's
Everybody says this is the hard part.
What the heck is this?
This is the
But
hard
I'm
part.
gonna
This is
have you
tough.
pop
Yo,
3
not
balloons.
today, bro.
Okay.
Whenever you're ready, go ahead and pop 3.
Chill.
This is pressure.
Lingerie?
We'll go right here.
Told you.
Okay, 2 more.
Cause he's not dumb. Really?
And 1 more.
Oh, and a third one? Let's see. The one on the end on.
Go you.
I knew it.
Okay, well, actually,
Didn't I say that? I took it back so it doesn't count.
start down there. You can stay right over here.
I'm
All
not
right,
trying
if
to
we can have your
walk.
name and age.
Sophia, 36.
And Sophia, what
36. And you dress like, okay, so this is the grandmother edition, okay.
do you do?
I'm a programming specialist for a sports network. I'm a DJ designer, Sophia.com, and
Nah.
a music publisher.
Okay, so why did you have your balloon unpopped?
I like the way he dressed. He spoke very well, and just wanted to hear him out. So, yeah.
All right. And why'd you end up popping her balloon?
Well, I popped her balloon because she's handsome and she looks like that one guy off a scary movie. You know that one guy that shows up in Adam Sandler movies quite often? She kind of looks like that. The one with the bulgy eyes, with the messed up teeth, they have the same mouth, and I'm just not into that.
It was tough. You're beautiful. I just had to pick 3. The whole panel was amazing.
Thank you.
Sorry about that.
Thank you. We had another one over here. Your name and age.
Anita, I'm 37.
And Anita, what do
What?
you do?
I'm
She's
a
a
contract
baker. What you mean, Anita Baker? Anita and a baker? That would have been beautiful. Beautiful children.
By day, and I'm a DJ and actress as well.
What did she say?
I'm a contract analyst by
I
day,
thought she
and
said something stupid.
I'm a DJ and actress as well.
Okay, cool.
And
A
so why was your
DJ?
balloon unpopped?
He's attractive, and I liked what he has to say.
And why'd you end up popping?
She didn't like what he had to say. She liked how he said it. Always remember that.
hers?
Once again, I just had to pop 3. You're beautiful. You're amazing. Yeah, I just had to pop somebody. I apologize.
You didn't want to pop
Then,
go-go
last one
dancer
over
Queen
here, your name and
Latifah right
age.
there.
Nikki, 33.
And Nikki, what do you do?
I own a balloon delivery service.
Coincidence. And so, Nikki, why was your balloon unpopped?
What? You own a balloon delivery service dressed like this? I think we all know what that means. Do you think... Yo, that's crazy. She literally... It's been a lot of OF models on here. It's been a lot of IG models on here. It's been a lot of she just said it out loud and she's dressed like it. She just told everybody, 1,000,000 people, a balloon delivery service. Balloon? What are balloons made out of? Exactly. And what's the best thing that you should use? What material is the device, the protection that you should use when you a balloon delivery service?
He's handsome, and I just wanted to hear what he had to say.
And why'd you end up popping hers?
I just wasn't honestly a fan of the gold in the hair. Other than that, you're very.
That's not gold, bro. That's blonde.
Thanks.
And she is the only one that I know.
Fairy hair.
Yeah, you're very attractive. Other
Thank
than
you.
that. Yeah,
Oh,
so-
she has
I like
like
to sparkle.
the stuff that you put
Work
on
it, girl.
Christmas trees.
All right. So I am now going to have you ask our remaining 6 ladies a question.
Oh, that's too many. That's why this hour and a half.
So the first question I had for the remaining ladies is, what's something from your previous relationship
This is we're gonna get 3 pops right here. Watch. I don't want to talk about that.
that you learned about yourself that you're going to take into your next relationship that make you a better person?
Okay, we'll start here
'Cause it
first.
wasn't
Name and
their
age.
fault, 'cause he was
Hi, my name
abusive.
is Shahira. I'm 35.
And Shahira, what do you do?
I am a footwear designer. I have my own footwear brand for women with larger shoe sizes, 9 through 14.
Bro, pop the balloon or find clout. What is this? The second episode out there came on Netflix. See, Armello, Arlette is getting to the BAG. How do I know that, bro? Because all of these bitches have businesses. I can't remember how the percentage is pretty high. It's like 20, 30%, probably less than 30, like 20% of Americans own businesses. Nigga, if 20% of Americans own businesses and it's only 13%, America's only 13% of black people. So you specifically, everybody has a business on here. How much does it cost to be on Pop the Balloon? For a female, I give you like 5 bands. For the niggas, like 10 bands. I'm telling you, bro, Arlette is running her bag, bro, and I love it. This is no coincidence.
Nice. And if you want to go ahead and just answer his question.
Vulnerability is the number one thing that I've learned from my
probably
past, and just to
11
be
bands.
more open and
11 and
communicative about
15.
my feelings. I would hold things in, and then it would just, come out in ways that wasn't beneficial to the relationship. So now I'm learning to communicate, be honest, be vulnerable, because I'm
Nigga, at the age of what? You supposed to learn that in your 20s. How old did she say she was? 50 what?
to be more.
That you learned about yourself.
We'll start here first. Name and age.
Hi, my name is Shahira. I'm 35.
35? Bro, you know what it was, bro? She finally met a nigga that she liked. That she thinks about every day, that she's gonna think about when she's with you consistently. Niggas learn this when they have women that they don't like. That's when dudes learn this. It doesn't take pain for a man to learn this. It just takes, what's the word I'm looking for? It just takes repetition, right? Repetition and not being dumb and actually listening. If you have to go through pain to learn this, a hard lesson, toxic.
Come out in ways that wasn't beneficial to the relationship. So now I'm learning to communicate, be honest, be vulnerable.
Be honest.
Because I want the same in return. So, yeah.
No, you don't.
Sure.
Your name and age.
Hi, I'm Janaea Moore with 808 and Trinity. I'm 33.
With
And
what?
Janae, what do you do?
I'm a servant of the Lord. So I am a personal assistant. That is what I do right now, currently.
Nice.
Yeah.
And if you want to go ahead and just answer his question.
So what I've learned, I would say I haven't been in a relationship since I've been saved. So now that I'm saved, it's really the Lord who's changed how I have relationships now. So I would say that what I've learned from
That means you're gonna put God before me? Why would you do that? I'm here. You don't even know if God exists. That's messed up, man.
Lord is patience, having the fruits of the Spirit, patience, communication, understanding, just allowing someone to just not making assumptions on what they mean, maybe asking them, what do you mean by that? And just having a heart posture that is good, you know.
Thank you. Your name and age.
My name is Jessica, and I'm 36.
And Jessica, what do you do?
I am artistic director for a dance studio.
Okay.
And if you can just answer his question.
Sure. I would say something that I didn't do in my relationship that I'm focused on prioritizing this time around is making sure that I make my significant other the most important person. I think sometimes we allow time to get away from us and devoting too much time to other things, but just prioritizing quality time with that person.
Okay.
All right, your name and age.
Katera Wilder, 38, and I'm a biomedical engineer.
Now, Katera, if you can go ahead and answer.
See, there you go. She didn't have a laundry list. She's not a boss. She's not an entrepreneur. She's not a small business owner, LLC owner, do this on the side business. Bro, not to say that's a bad thing, but it's just relieving to know that this person is just not scatterbrained and bag-minded on that way. Bro, she might be investing in things and get money other couple ways and all of that and have a little, but all of this, oh yeah, I got a dog grooming service and I make candles and I make incense and I sell plates. Let me see, I'm a photographer, a model, I do hair, and I do, you know, whatever my man needs me to do, you know, cause, you know, like, I'm an entrepreneur, like, I make doorknobs. Like, come on, bro. You make doorknobs? You got a doorknob making service? What? I got my own bubble gum, and they always do. I got my own bubble gum. It's called Bubblicious. So, anyways, what do I look for in a man? A man that likes a woman that's business minded. Bro, shut the fuck. Bro, relax.
Question.
So for my
Matter of
previous
fact, what does she do again? Where do I go to find this specimen?
Prioritizing quality time with that person.
Okay.
All right, your name and age.
Katera Wilder, 38, and I'm a biomedical engineer.
A biomedical. She doesn't need to have a baby costume party service. She doesn't need to have a light bulb service. She doesn't need to have a studio and, like, come on, bro. This is what you do. I got a water selling service. I got a lemonade stand. You got a lemonade stand. How old are you again? Like, come on.
Now,
bro.
Katera, if you can go ahead and answer his
I
question.
mean, it's not a lemonade stand,
So
technically,
for my
but we
previous
sell
relationship,
lemonade.
I realized that love isn't enough. I was in a relationship and we loved each other deeply, but
She got hurt. What was he? Let me guess. He was a broke ass nigga, or he cheated.
we needed more than just that. It needed to make sense in terms of logistics, like where we lived.
Oh. This is a masculine mentality.
It's a long distance relationship, and so
What? A long distance relationship. Look at her eyes, bruh. She was in a long look at the chick standing to her right, our left. You was in a long distance relationship, and that's how you learned that love isn't enough. That's not. Fuck is this? Hold on 1 second. Seems like it's important. Now, like I was saying,
As much as I want to have a partner, I want someone who's also intentional about making sure that they're ready for a relationship, like a marriage.
Okay.
Your name and age?
Liz, I'm 36.
Liz, what do you do?
I'm a business consultant for a software company.
you're a business consultant for a software company. Beautiful.
A lot of smart ladies up in here today. All right. And if you want to go ahead and just answer his question.
I would say the number one thing that I learned is how to be a better communicator. I would say at times I probably wasn't the best communicator, even little things like if I need more time to think before we have a conversation about an
About an argument? That's what they call in the Latino community a snapper. You want to have a conversation about an argument? Do you know what a conversation about an argument is called? It's called an argument. You want an argument about an argument. So that means you're bringing up old shit, as we say in the black community. What? You just now learned how to do this at 36. Toxic.
argument we just had, I wasn't the best at communicating that. So I would say how to be a better communicator, for sure.
And our last lady over here, your name and age?
My name is Natalie. I'm 38 years old.
Natalie, what do you do?
I'm a licensed social worker.
And if you want to answer his question.
The one thing that I would take from my last relationship is that I was too forgiving of behaviors and words that were said.
I was too forgiving. You know what we call that? Virtue signaling. I was too forgiving. It wasn't that you were not too forgiving. You were not looking at what you were doing to have these low boundaries for whoever was doing whatever to you. You had distractions. That's what you had. You had distractions, possibly some low self-esteem, possibly low confidence, and possibly because you lost some weight between that relationship and what you're doing right now.
So for instance, you know, if they tell me that they're not ready for a relationship, I need to move on. And in that fact, I was too forgiving and I would give too many chances to like try and prove myself. And that is one thing that I know that I will be taking on moving forward to not.
What are you bro? How are you forgave somebody because they were fucking you and they were telling you they didn't want a relationship, they just wanted to fuck? And like, you didn't say they were lying about it. They were alluding to the fact that they wanted a relationship, and you were chasing a man that didn't want a relationship, so you had to forgive them? That doesn't even make sense. That's like saying I had a homeboy that was always borrowing money from me. Borrowing money, or I had a homeboy that was always asking me for money, but then when I would ask him, hey, when are you gonna pay me back, he never replied. He would always send back LOL. You know I got you, dog. Or not even that. He would always reply LOL. I already told you I'm going through it, bro. He never said that he was gonna repay me, but I forgave him. How you gonna forgive somebody who told you they're not gonna repay you if you keep on giving them money and they're telling you they're not gonna repay you? It's nothing to forgive. You keep giving somebody money that's telling you they're not gonna repay you. Nothing to forgive. You're doing it to yourself. You're living in your own delusional little world, and now you wanna flip it on somebody and say, I have to forgive this person. No, bro, you gotta forgive yourself. No accountability. No accountability. You cannot forgive a man who told you, I don't want to be in a relationship with you. I just want the booty clapping sounds. I just want to clap cheeks. That's on you, bruh.
To be so forgiving.
Okay.
Let's head on
Emotional
back.
damage. Emotional
And
damage.
now, what about for yourself? What's something you learned from your last relationship?
Communication is key. Without communication, the relationship will become stagnant, and you really won't know your partner like you should. So communication is key, and that's what I take.
Okay, so you did hear a lot of responses. It's now time
did.
to pop 2 balloons.
Okay.
Natalie, I think that was her name. And the cheetah dress.
So we're gonna go down here first.
Okay. Yeah, you go ahead. I'm gonna let you pop your 2 first, and then we'll see why.
I already knew it.
Sorry.
Because her ass is
and then
crazy.
one more.
Wow. She was startled by the sound of a pop balloon. You know what that says? Anxiety. Cheetah dress or my girlfriend? Cheetah dress or cheetah boots?
They all had similar answers, so this is. Oof.
Not the baddest one.
Oh, okay.
Didn't I tell you? My girlfriend's, she popped it herself. Why did you pop it? Because just initial attraction, because we both knew.
So let's go to the one you ended up popping, and then we'll come back to her. All right. So why did you have your balloon unpopped?
Physically, I do find him to be attractive. The cliche of I want to hear him out and hear more of what he had to say. But yeah, so that was it, really.
I see. And why did you end up popping her balloon?
She's too robotic.
Honestly, you're attractive, you're amazing, I love your answer, but when you started talking, you got the gemstones on your teeth, and I just honestly just wasn't a fan of
She got a grill?
that.
Where is she from?
Hey, to each their own. What can I say? It's there, but I can take it off.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
it's not
you
forever.
didn't.
Like you put it yourself, or you had to get it like
I
implanted?
put it I implant it.
Like,
No.
you know, some people actually do that.
If I had to take it off tonight, I could take it off.
Okay.
Yes.
Tonight? What's supposed to happen tonight? You a freak. Nasty girl. Little nasty
But
ass.
each their own.
Yeah.
Little nasty.
And then we did get a pop over here. Why'd you end up popping your balloon?
Why did you pop your balloon, Joan from Girlfriends?
I popped because I feel like when I was giving my answers, I could tell you were like looking around, trying to figure some things out. So I just didn't feel that connection there.
Damn, he was thinking? That's literally the definition of M-A-N. The thinker. What does W-O-M-A-N mean? Thinker of the womb. You popped this nigga's balloon because his body language and micro expressions was saying that he was thinking? That's not why.
So you were like looking around, trying to figure some things out. So I just didn't feel that connection there.
She
when
got
I
a
was
cool
continuing.
little body.
But you're
Not gonna lie.
attractive. I love
Cute
your
face.
fit.
She cute.
Yeah, but just didn't feel that connection.
She
And
beautiful.
now she's someone that's your type?
Oh, for sure. For sure. Honestly, it's difficult up here, because everybody's attractive.
She look like she got some
so you trying to
skills.
figure something out on the fly, right? So I do apologize.
You know what? I like the neck movement. She looked like she knows how to use her neck. That's
For that, but my focus
a
was on
green flag, baby.
Oh. Thank you.
Strong throat ass. She got a strong
Okay,
throat.
we now have 4 ladies left. Go ahead and ask them another question.
The only thing that you could do is number 1 or number 2. I'm going for Blade, man. I'm going for Blade.
So who is the most important man in your life,
God, Jesus.
and what qualities stand out about him to you?
Great
Start
question.
their comeback. All right, who's the most important man in your life, and what qualities stand out about him?
1. If I was a gambling man, I would say 2 out of these 4 women are going to say the Lord, God, Jesus, Yahshua, Yahweh, or Allah. If I was a gambling man. But because I know my people, I know at least 1 out of these 4 are going to say this. And only 1 out of these 4, if any, are going to say their own father, which is the most important answer.
It's definitely my father.
She's going to be the only one to say that.
He is a genuine person. He loves my mother. And I just feel like I've seen what it looks like to have a husband who is funny. He likes to have fun. He was actually at a probate yesterday because he's an alpha, and so he still has fun even in his old age. But he's also serious, and so yeah, he is my example.
Okay.
Okay, what about over here?
I would have to echo her sentiments. My dad is the most important man in my life right now. He is just an extremely unique individual, and he always taught me to always be myself and to love people.
My son.
And let's hear from you over here.
I'd have to say my grandfather. He's my favorite person.
Cat. This is Cat, bro. Over 75 black people. Did she grow up with her dad? Over 75 black people don't have dads. And you got a grandfather, nigga. You got 2 dads? Lies. Either you have 2 dads, 1 dad, or no dad. That's how that goes. Your grandfather on the weekends.
In the world. He's so amazing. He just is a provider.
And she's 40 and her granddad's still alive. So your granddad's 86? I don't believe you.
He cares about us. He takes care of us. I mean, even now, like, he gets my oil changed.
You got a 90-year-old man getting your oil changed, so you can't finesse these niggas out here. I'd have been like, you don't got a laundry list of niggas that could get your oil changed? You want your granddad to do it? What if the car falls on him? You're selfish, bro.
So, like, I'm just used to having, he's just somebody who he takes care of the household. He takes care of 2 households. So I just love him. Yeah.
And what about here?
I would say the same. My grandfather.
Nigga, all these... This is cap. This is cap or it's toxic. No. I had like 4 granddads, and I didn't have a good relationship with any of them. This is cap, bro.
He was so kind, and his love for the Lord was amazing. Like,
didn't I tell you? That's what she wanted to say.
that's what I strive to be. And he just loved love. He recently passed away the day before Valentine's Day, and it's just so coincidental because, you know, he was just so loving, so kind. He was also a provider. I didn't have to think about...
All right. You didn't have to think about your answer because you could just go off of what they said.
Go right here.
Okay.
He don't want to seem shallow for obvious reasons. I'm going to keep my opinion to myself.
So why was your balloon unpopped?
I think he's attractive.
Thank you.
You seem well put together, and like you have a good head on your shoulder. So that's why I didn't pop.
Okay. And why'd you end up popping hers?
Damn, she wanted that
The
nigga.
other 3 ladies, they seem a little bit more outwardly extroverted than you. So that's the only reason why.
Bro, she can't, and you know. Don't give her that information, bro. You're basically telling her to be more outspoken and less shy and less feminine. She can't afford to do that for obvious purposes. For obvious reasons, I mean. We got 2 Aliyahs, and we got Queen Sheba over here. You can't tell her to do that. You can't tell her to be like these women, for obvious reasons.
You're beautiful. Yeah.
Now, are you more of an introvert?
I turn both on and off.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, yeah, and that's okay.
It's tough up
With
here.
your friends, that
It's all
doesn't
good.
count.
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, 3 ladies left. Go ahead and ask them another question.
Okay.
What's up with them kids? The most important question.
Question would be,
Gotta do it. Pull the trigger. Pull the trigger, bro.
if there was one thing your
Nigga! What is this motherfucker? Come on, bro. Come on.
partner could do that'd make you immediately smile and have butterflies in your stomach, what would it be?
Let me answer for these ladies. Put their dick on the table when they get home from work and put a bag of money on the left side. And put a 6-piece chicken nuggets, McDonald's, on the right. What the fuck? What else would the answer be? Just be emotionally intelligent.
Let's go here.
I would say just like small touches, like touch me on my back, or just little things when I'm not expecting it. Just small, like not words of affirmation, but touches of affirmation.
Oh my God, bro.
What about over here?
Oh my gosh, there's so many things. Thoughtful gifts. I like thoughtful gifts.
Nigga.
So nice. Yeah.
And over here.
I love to dance, and so I would just love to have a partner while we're cooking, just to like grab me, twirl me around, and just dance in the kitchen. That would just make my heart melt.
Okay.
Okay. And what about for yourself? I know they want to know.
Honestly,
Eat these balls.
just words. Hey, like, how was your day? How are you? I was in a situation before where I didn't get that. So, that resonates with me. So words of affirmation is my love language, my first one. So that's what it is.
All right. Time to pop a balloon. Oh, okay. Let's go.
Damn, they were both gonna pop? Nasty. Let me see that again, bruh.
All right. Time to pop a balloon.
Both Aliyahs, the tale of two Aliyahs. And you lost both of them, Romeo. Let's go.
Oh.
He saw that.
Okay. Let's
She
come
said
this way. Why'd you end up popping your balloon?
So I was like, I really didn't want to pop. I think you're attractive.
Does she have a banger behind her hanger? Hold on now.
Let's come this way. Time to pop a balloon. Oh, okay. Let's come
said
this
gifts.
way.
Wait, let me see. I gotta know now. Now I want to see the shape. Everybody. It's getting hot in here. Take all your clothes off. Come on, internet. Stop, man. Okay, cool. She just did the Soulja Boy in 2000. Yeah, her ass crazy. She got her heart broken in high school. That's called an imprint. No, where's the... Oh, no, they do that later. Arlette's body's cold. Okay, you picked the point. You picked this kind of music. Okay, I could see that. That's not even what I'm curious about. Come on now. Yeah. She says she's a balloon delivery driver. Come on now. What do you think we think that means? The one that I specifically wanted to see. And I forgot the number. Oh yeah. Okay. That's what I wanted to know. I got all the information I need for scientific purposes. Right here.
There was one thing your partner could do that'd make you
suck dick.
I was in a situation before where I didn't get that. So, that resonates with me.
Awesome. And so I was just like, oh my gosh, I just don't have anything to pop on him. But I do feel like you're a little bit older. I mean, I'm open.
You know what it is? He's getting a little bit older, man. He's losing his touch. He does have an edge. But it's one of those things. The more you talk, the more you ask these goofy ass questions. She was like, this nigga, why you keep on asking these romantic ass questions? Old romantic ass, old Egyptian lover ass. Like, what's up? I thought you was Gucci, man. I thought you was a street nigga, dog. Had to pop on him, bro. I'm never gonna get like this, bro. Never.
So I was like, should I wait? Because I'm open to dating somebody a little bit older, but I'm used to dating people who are maybe like younger looking.
Shut your ass up.
And so
I'm trying to roast him on the
that's kind of it. It's not a lot. You're awesome.
Appreciate you.
Yeah. And I just want them to. I want them to have a chance. I want you to have a chance with somebody. Yeah.
Got you.
Now, is she someone that's your type?
For sure. I usually go for women who are a little bit taller, but she's very beautiful. Yeah, so definitely my type.
See, he clapped back at you.
Thank you.
And there's nothing
All
you
right,
can do
our
about that.
two ladies left. Any questions for him? You ready? Okay.
Where do you see yourself in the next 2 years?
Is it because of his height?
In the next 2 years.
That's not even that long.
Getting a promotion with my company, and then also growing my bakery business. Yeah, so those are the two things that I see myself, where I see myself going in the next 2 years. Yeah.
Just learn how to bake in prison.
What about over here?
Forgot about that.
I'm curious about a life philosophy or motto and why that is for you, if you have one.
I won't necessarily say I have a life philosophy. One thing I always think about is, just striving for results, driving for results and failing fast. If you have a short-term memory, you're able to like just move on to something else really, really quickly. And just having that mentality to where you just attack each and every day the same way.
All right, thank you. Yeah.
Okay. All right, we're down to our final two.
Just pop it, nigga. Damn, nigga.
Oh, you had another question?
We'll follow up to that. Where do you see yourself? So I was looking for a specific answer. Do you see yourself getting married, having kids? Like, what's the family goals of yours?
My family goals.
I don't even know you, bro.
It's interesting because I always thought
that's so funny, bro. That's because she's bad. See, my BM did the same thing. Same thing. So, what do you like when you say like you're trying to be your best self? Like, what do you mean when you say that? Oh yeah, I'm just trying to, be able to be at my maximum health. I'm trying to, make the most money that I am able to make. I'm just trying to, be able to help people. I just want to be able to, give back to the community and just be a blessing to people. Be a blessing to people? What about me? You didn't say you wanted to be a blessing to me. You didn't say anything about our child. I'm like, bro, but you are a person, right? Yeah, I'm a person, but I'm supposed to be in a bodyguard. I'm like, I'm just speaking generally. I love you, but why would you take offense that I didn't put you at the... This is what she's doing. You didn't say anything about me. You didn't say anything about having a wife because, bitch, I don't have a wife. I'm like, what you mean? That's not a goal. If it happens, it happens.
I would have a family, kids by the time I was 25. Obviously, that didn't happen, right?
Exactly.
We all had these ideals. But in the next 2 years, going towards that. Marriage in 2 years is fast. But if you find your partner and you all speak to each other and that happens, then that happens.
Spoken like a logical thinking person who is not obsessed with getting married. This man has the rest of his life. We don't think the same, bro. It's okay if you're not at the top of his list. Chill out, hot pants.
Never put a time limit on anything. But yeah, on that trajectory, for sure.
Okay.
He's able to
have
do
to
it.
pop.
Okay.
All right.
Why did you pop?
Why'd you end up popping?
Because she's light skinned.
Just because I want someone who is marriage-minded and focused on building
Nigga.
a family. And, their time is, you just never know what can happen, but I want someone that has that on their forefront of their mind. So.
Okay. For sure.
What is she
Now, is she
do?
someone that's your type?
For sure. Like I said, I usually talk to taller women. She's very beautiful, very attractive, great career. So yeah, definitely for sure.
Thanks. We do have our last lady
She has a great career, but she
over
doesn't want to have
here.
a great
So
career.
just want to
That's
ask as
why
well.
she wants
She's
to
someone
be a
that's
nigga
your
that's
type.
marriage minded, so she could not be.
She is.
Career
You got
minded.
all 32 out. Come on up here.
Nah, she doesn't want him like that.
I'll have you stand on that side of me. No, you'll stand over here. Okay, y'all.
Ah, she wanted to be next to this
Final
nigga.
question between the two of you before we determine if we've got a match.
How would your friends describe you?
Funny, outgoing, inspirational. I have a group of around like 50 fellas that we always motivate each other every single day.
That's a lot of people.
It's a lot.
You know 55
It's called Discord, my nigga. He's on some kind of man's group off of YouTube. Chill.
people.
Yeah, I
Closely.
do. Like closely, yeah. And we all.
See, look at that turn on. Look at all the lone wolves. I just want to be by myself. I just want to have no friends. I just want to be like Aaron Moses. No, that's why I'm crazy, bro. Because I don't have friends. I don't have 5 friends. This man has 10, 15 more times friends than I do. But he's on a Facebook group or Discord or Reddit, something like that. He doesn't know 50 niggas he could call up right now and ask for $50.
Every day, whether it may be something physical like along the lines of working out, or within like your work sector.
On Zoom.
We push each other every day. So yeah, that's what they would describe me as.
And you're good with questions? You have a last one? One last one.
Kids. She doesn't have kids.
You have one?
Do you have any children?
No.
Nigga. Well, we already knew that. You should have asked that a long time ago,
No.
bro.
Okay.
That should have been your third question.
So.
Okay. Well, let me ask my question then. Is it a yes for you for him?
Yes.
And is it a yes for you for her?
For sure.
We got a match!
That's what's up. That's what's up. It's Aaron Moses. I'm the band, you the band, we the band together, man. Life is in the breath. Breathe it in. Peace. Gang.